Hello and welcome to the Redline Hub. Here are some of the basics on how to play the One Piece trading card game. There are 5 types of cards to remember, and the first one are the leader cards. Those stay on the board for the whole game like a commander, and they tell you how much life you get in the lower right corner. Unless there's a special condition, you can attack your opponent with your leader. Your power is going to be located in the top right corner for your battles. And every leader will have either one of 2 colors: red, green, blue, purple, black, and yellow. This is important because your deck can only have the colors that match your leader color. Lastly, at the bottom of all cards except for the Dawn cards, you will see what type of card it is, whether it's the Straw Hat Pirates, Heart Pirates, Revolutionary Army, Supernova, and so forth. The second type of cards are the Dawn cards. Those are treated like the energy, the land, to play out your cards. Not only are Dawn used to play your cards based on the cost, but you can also attach your Dawn to a character or leader to add 1,000 power per Dawn to the card you give them to. The third type of cards are your character cards. These cards are used to help attack your opponent based on the power found in the top right corner and using the effects that are on some of them, as they will give you advantages over your opponents to win your games. Remember the Dawn cards? If you look at the top left corner of the character cards, you'll see their cost that is required to play them. So if it's a card with the cost of 4, then you need to rest 4 Dawn in order to play that character on your board. In order to succeed in your battles, you must also make sure that your power is the same or higher than the number of the character or leader you're attacking. The fourth type of cards are the event cards. They're special one-time effects that could do similar or more than what character cards can do. For events with On Play and Activate Main, you pay the Dawn cost listed on the top left like you would with a character, but then you place it on the field, you do what it says, and then you discard the card. For events with Counter, you can only use that event's effect when your opponent attacks you. You do this by leaving some Dawn active by the end of your turn, wait for your opponent to attack you, and then when they attack you, you can rest that Dawn to activate the counter event. The fifth and final type of card are the stage cards, and these are also cards with special effects like the event cards, but these ones stay on the field when you put them in play, still again using the Dawn cost required that's located on the top left corner. You place this card next to your leader and you can only have 1 stage at a time. At any point during your turn, if it says an Activate Main effect, you can use that every turn to gain an extra advantage during your turn. And if it says anything other than Activate Main, like if it says On Play, it's only for that On Play turn. Or if it has any other effect, it will specify exactly how to use it. To prepare, you first pick a leader that you like, whether it's for the character, the color, or even the effects that it gives. Second, you put together a deck of 50 cards of the same color as your leader, and you can only have up to 4 of each card in the deck. Finally, you gather 10 Dawn cards with the art that you would like, otherwise there is just a default Dawn card. You don't have to have it, but a mat and sleeves for the cards are recommended, especially to make sure that the cards are not damaged over time. Once you are prepared to play and sit down, the first thing you do is put your leader down somewhere in the middle or front of the board, and your Dawn pile either the bottom left or bottom right of your board. Second, you shuffle your deck however you want to shuffle, just please be careful and don't bend your cards too much. Once you shuffle, you present your deck upside down to your opponent, and they will do the same for you. You both decide if you want to either cut the deck, or you can just tap the deck saying you don't want to cut it and it's just good to go. And you'll decide who will be playing first or second by playing rock, paper, scissors, rolling the dice, and whoever gets the highest or lowest number gets it, or any other way. And the winner of that will get to choose who goes first and who goes second. Once that's been decided, then both players draw the top 5 cards of their deck, and that'll become your hand. You take a moment to look at them and you decide if you want it or not. The reason why I say it that way is because you have 1 chance to mulligan, which means if you have cards that you don't want in your hand, you can put your entire hand back into your deck, shuffle it again, and then grab 5 more cards. Again, you can only do that once. When your hand and deck is ready, you check your leader for its life points and you put that many cards either onto the top left or top right of your board. And you do so one at a time. You don't just grab the top 4 and that order is the way it goes. The top card is the bottom part of your life. And now that you have the board set up, you are all ready to go. For an example on playing the game, I'm going to be using my Belo deck with a few adjustments that I'm trying out. The main points that we have with Belo that we want to emphasize is the ability, where I'm able to discard a card to give up to 3 of my characters plus 3000 power, as well as emphasizing on Ivankov to be able to cheat out characters such as Karasu, where I am able to reduce the power of my opponent's either leader or character. Plus some more support on the side as well for here, like the koala for blocking and Karasu for blocking, but also cheating out characters. Cheating out characters is something that really helps this deck. Something you'll find in almost every deck, as well as some kind of searcher. And in this one, we're going to have the Belo. That's one that we're going to want to have at the very beginning. Since I either only start off with 1 or 2 Dawn, I want to be able to play a searcher to make sure that I have the Ivankov and the Karasu. Or to have a Raise Max to have another small body, be able to use my leader ability to give either or both of these 3000 power more, which makes them 5,000 power, so I can attack my opponent's leader. And we've got a little bit of removal here and there, but there's the Searcher and the Karasu and Ivankov combo. That is the emphasis and key points of this deck. And I'm trying the new Kuma, just to see if I like it or not, for this deck specifically. Okay, so purple Luffy, and I'm going second. That is perfect. I've got quite a few one costs, so we're actually going to keep it. So this is good. Now, if I didn't have enough of the 1 cost characters, then I would mulligan. So we're going to start off with our Searcher, as mentioned before. We don't get either of the key ones that I really wanted. So against this one, I'm going to go ahead and just grab a 2K. After that, I'm going to go ahead and instead of putting... Actually, I need to put Raise Max down. I'll worry about the stage after. This stage allows me to also search. By playing it down, I can trash a card to draw a card. If they're going to attack me, I'm just going to take it. That's fine. Because I want to put emphasis on triggers in life. Okay, they're playing the Zoro. So they're Searcher. So again, like if you're putting together a deck, your Searchers are going to be your best friend. Because not only does it help you find the key cards that you need, but it also puts another card on the board. That's not what I want to see this early on. Okay, so I don't have the card I'm looking for, so I'm going to go ahead and put my stage down. I don't believe they're going to play any kind of blocker, so I'm not going to grab... I'm going to get rid of that card. Well, okay, so I'm still not seeing the cards that I want. So I'm going to grab... I'll just grab Inazuma for later. And I'll put Koala on top. Since I just have 3... I'll play 1 down. And I'll swing. Now, granted, for a few different reasons, they used 2K. Okay. So I played down my Searcher. I played down something that allows to get rid of some of their attack or some of the power on their characters. I think I'm going to play slow. I'm actually going to end my turn. So you're able to attack with your leader. I'm saving these for now, just so I make sure I have bodies on the board to be able to attack with. I don't want to just straight up use them. And okay, well, I'm literally not getting anything out needed, so we're going to go ahead and actually, before I do, let's actually... I don't think I want another Karasu, so we'll just do that. Okay, there's a Karasu. The one that I'm looking for, so we're just going to do that. I'm not going to play it this turn, though. I'd preferably want to use it later. Anyway, we're going to get rid of our Lindbergh here. Give 3 of our characters plus 3,000. This gains rush if something has 7,000 power. So we're going to get some good old attacks in here. They'll probably go for the Raisemax too on their turn. We're going to do a 6. So now they have to have a 2 counter or just take life. They have a 2 counter. That's typical for purple. Or I shouldn't say typical, but it's common for purple. We'll put it that way. Come on, use up your hand. There you go. There you go. Use up those 2Ks. We'll end turn. Now they're at 8 Dawn. Now they can use their Sangoro effect to be able to draw a card when attacking. I am not getting the cards I want, though, so I'm a little sad. And they're not attacking my leader either, so I'm not getting any cards. So I really need my big koala, but I haven't seen my big koala. I haven't seen my Ivankov. And now they're playing blockers. Great. Okay. Yeah, for this turn, I'm just gonna have to... Oh, there's my Ivankovs. Ay. Okay, so this Ivankov allows me to play that Ivankov, and then I am going to... I'm gonna not use my leader ability. I'm just gonna go ahead and... I'm gonna see about getting... I'll have a better chance of getting rid of the Zoro, I think. And this way I can at least keep characters on the board too, so I can swing at them. Wait, what they do? Oh, they blocked with Karasu. Okay. That's fine. Okay, for the sake of... Yeah, there we go. We'll do that. That way I have a Karasu for next turn. So now we have our key cards. And now we want to swing hard at their life. Depending on what they play. Okay, they'll do that. I want a few more cards, so we're going to take it. Now, if it has a little trigger on the bottom of the card, like this one, if your leader has the etc., etc., if it has these different key points in it, you are able to use that trigger if you want, if it comes out of your life. I'll take that too. For the sake of trick, no, I don't even get a trigger anyway either. That's fine. I'm not giving that to you for free. That's a big no. That's a 2K. To make me a 7K. Are they going to attack with their... Okay. We're blocking that one. Are you playing Kaido? Which would be really funny. Either Kaido or Luffy? Why are you trying to save 10? Okay, so the Rush Luffy. Okay. That's fine. For that very reason. So with this Karasu, if there's a total of 5 or less life between the two of us, I'm able to play it. So I am a big fan of triggers. We'll put it that way. Okay, so they okay. So they probably have Gum Gum Giant, but that's fine. I can have... Okay, so we're going to trash one. We're going to go here, here, here. We are going to use this ability to bring out Karasu for free towards their leader. Let's see. We can do 9, 9, 9. I can do 4 10s. Granted, I'll probably honestly want to go for staying alive. So I probably honestly should have just gone for these ones. But at the same time, I'm feeling a little greedy. Feeling a little greedy. We're gonna do 9 here. We're gonna stick to the 9 here as well again. While keeping these Dawn up. Okay, so now they have a heck of a lot of cards. So it's very possible I might not be able to get through. But we're gonna give this a look. 4, 5, 6. So I can make them 8s. I probably used up Dawn for absolutely no reason. Or, yeah, an 8 and an 8, yeah. But if they're, I mean, they're surely going to be able to counter. Yeah. So I'm going to lose this one. Yeah, I just straight up lose it, so that's fine. I can't win them all. But yeah, I should have just played safe with it and used my Karasus on the characters. Games. 2 games in a row where I just can't find my key cards. You know what? I have a key card. So we're gonna keep to it. I have not done a mirror in who knows how long. That's fine. Oh, you're gonna block her down. Okay. Good on you. We're gonna do... I think I'm gonna prep for next turn. Actually, by putting down a few more characters. Actually, no. I should be aggro. Should be aggro. Just use the key cards. Be simple. We're gonna do this. We're gonna trash one of these Ivankovs to go there and there. We're gonna grab a Karasu to do a -1000. We're gonna do 5 and 5. So I've got 2 of my... I got both of the key cards, the staple cards that I would need. Are you playing Ivankov? No, you're playing... Okay. That is totally fine. I'm surprised you didn't go for Ivankov here. But that's okay. You're going to play the big Ivankov. That's interesting. Okay. So I got 6 done. What do I want to do? I want to play this one down. Oh, would you look at that? Another Karasu. We take those. I mean, I could just straight up play the other Ivankov. That way I can cheat out another character. Actually, I can cheat out too. Okay, so we're gonna do the Ivankov. We're gonna bring out the Rush Inazuma. We're gonna trash that. So I'm able to do this so that I can do this. Now I have a big old massive board. Seven. And 8. Are you that bricked up? But yeah, I should be totally fine and just be able to win this one. So they haven't utilized their leader ability at all. Why are they playing the promo one? I don't know why people like it. It's a 2,000 counter that I can use for my leader ability. That's it. We'll counter the first one. That's fine. Guarantee that I can at least block one. If I can block one, that's good enough for me. Because now they'll only have 3 people that they can swing with unless they have the rushing Azuma. Yeah, so they're now going to just swing at my board. But it's not going to matter. Because I still have a full board. And they do not. So we're just going to straight up use our leader ability. Buff myself up here. We're going to do 9 into lead. Using the ability to drop down 1,000 on their leader. So I could do 9, 9, 8, 9. So I want to use the 8 next. But yeah. Easy peasy win. We're good. Oh, they countered out. Nice. Yeah. Just easy win. Or not easy win, but a win. Okay. So. Ooh, and I had a few. Actually, I could have let that just go on board. Anyway. So that's the general esque of Belo Betty, at least, and of playing. You want to take a look at your hand. You want to see what cost of things you have, like this cross is a 3, and thinking about what you can do every single turn. Like for this game, I was going second, so on my first turn when I have 2 Dawn, what do I have that I can play? So I had a Belo Betty, so I played Belo Betty. And it's okay to not use all your Dawn either. I had 1 extra and I didn't have another card in my hand that... Oh wait, no, I used Kuma. I did Kuma the first turn. Anyway, so if it were Belo Betty for my searcher, it's okay to have 1 standing. A lot of decks tend to, unless it's a searcher, a good chunk of decks don't even have anything that they play on their first turn. It's fairly common. So on my first turn, with either 1 or 2 Dawn, I'll play a searcher. On the second turn, where you're either at 3 Dawn or 4 Dawn, for me, I typically want the 4 Dawn for the curve. The curve means that I have cards that are beneficial on that amount of Dawn. I have a whole bunch of 4 costs in this deck, including the Karasu, the Ivankov, the staple cards. We've got the Koala, but it's not showing in here quite yet. We have the Kumas. We have a lot of 4 costs. And 2 costs, and then the bigger Koala blocker is a 6 cost. So I want to try getting those Ivankovs out for my second turn, or third if... Yeah, anyway. I want to try getting the Ivankovs out, and then I want to cheat out the Karasus. So it's the game plan of how you play each turn. I would say make that the emphasis for when learning to play, because you could just put together any kind of deck that you want, and then if things don't feel like it's working out, having a good balance of everything is great. But at least for me, and with what I've heard, but also with what I've learned as well, one of the key things with playing is know what you are playing and how you are playing it in regards to what are you doing every turn. If you have a local game store around you, I highly recommend going to those for the One Piece card game if they have it, because at local game stores, the community is very open and will have no problem helping you to answer the questions that you have, even if it's in the middle of the game. We want you to learn and love the game like we do, so don't stress about not knowing what you're doing or what cards to get, what is better in the deck. Don't worry. The same happened with everyone else when they were learning. Some people will also have multiple decks, so don't feel afraid to ask someone if you can use one of their decks. Otherwise, regarding gameplay, there are of course going to be many other different points to really work on and focus on over time, including remembering cards that your opponent searches up using effects, knowing how to manage your Dawn cards and your cards in hand, searching for your key cards and combos ahead of time, and when not to counter out of some battles. But first, don't worry about any of those. Get comfortable, don't worry about all the specifics on anything. Just get used to one leader to start off with. But, like, let's say you try out a leader and you don't like it, that's totally fine. Try a different leader, because at the end of the day, it's gonna be what you like, what you feel most comfortable with in regards to the style of gameplay. And that's the end of the basics on how to play the One Piece trading card game. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget your candy canes on the way out, and I will see you next time. Later.